Action is the sign of life. Inaction, the sign of death. The self is not something ready-made, but something in continuous formation through choice of action. Thinking is the salt of life. The ultimate aim, the ego, is not to see something, but to be something. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. The recognition of God's unity is the pivot on which all true knowledge turns. There is a depth of meaning in the Islamic concept of unity that defies analysis. The religion of Islam, not the product of human thought. The beauty of the world has two edges, one of laughter, one of anguish, cutting the heart asunder. The loss of an empire and the birth of a nation are events that are not recorded in a day. The problem of modern man is not how to transcend his limitations, but how to transcend the limitations of his transcendence. The purpose of creation is the manifestation of God. The self is a relation which relates itself to its own self. The ego is not master in its own house. The greatest achievement of the Muslim scholars was the achievement of freedom of thought. The life of man is, in reality, a continuous process of becoming. The true issue is not the issue of freedom or slavery, but the issue, unity or division. The only way to find happiness is to find God. The most valuable thing in life is self-expression. The essential element of all knowledge is the human personality. The beginning of happiness is the knowledge that we are not what we ought to be. The ultimate aim of the ego is not to see something, but to be something. The only way to escape the personal ego is by foregoing it. The only way to achieve self-realization is through self-denial. The only way to achieve true happiness is to give up the ego and become one with God. The true purpose of education is the cultivation of the individual. The bird that lives in the rose may find a worm, but it will not forget the fragrance of the flower. The recognition of God's unity is the pivot on which all true knowledge turns. There is a depth of meaning in the Islamic concept of unity that defies analysis. Action is the sign of life. The secret of power in initiative. The moment a man questions the meaning and value of life, he is sick, since objectively neither has any existence. The purpose of philosophy is to bring man into complete harmony with the universe. The only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking, don't settle. As with all matters of the heart, you'll know when you find it. I am not a prophet of doom, but of hope.